Joseph Alfred Jack Slade, January 22, 1831, March 10, 1864, was a stagecoach and Pony Express superintendent, instrumental in the opening of the American West and the archetype of the Western gunslinger. Born in Carlisle, Illinois, he was the son of Charles W. Slade and Mary Dark Kane Slade. During the Mexican War he served in the U.S. Army that occupied Santa Fe, 1847–48. He married Maria Virginia, maiden name unknown, around 1857. In the 1850s he was a freighting teamster and wagon master along the Overland Trail, and then became a stagecoach driver in Texas, c. 1857–58. He subsequently became a stagecoach division superintendent along the Central Overland route for Hockaday & Company, 1858–59, and its successors Jones, Russell & Company, 1859, and Central Overland, California and Pikes Peak Express Company, 1859–62. With the latter concern, he also helped launch and operate the Pony Express in 1860–61. All were critical to the communication between the East and California. As superintendent, he enforced order and assured reliable cross-continental mail service, maintaining contact between Washington, D.C., and California on the eve of Civil War. While division superintendent, he shot and killed Andrew Farron, one of his subordinates who was hindering the progress of a freight train, in May 1859. At the time, shooting deaths of this kind in the West were rare and Jack Slade's reputation as a gunfighter spread rapidly across the country. In March 1860 Slade was ambushed and left for dead by Jules Binney, the corrupt station keeper at Julesburg, Colorado, whom Slade had removed. Slade remarkably survived, and in August 1861 Binney was killed by Slade's men after ignoring Slade's warning to stay out of his territory. Slade's exploits spawned numerous legends, many of them false. His image, especially via Mark Twain in Roughing It, as the vicious killer of up to 26 victims was greatly exaggerated. Only one killing by Slade, that of Andrew Farron, above, is undisputed. But his ferocious reputation, combined with a drinking problem, caused his downfall. He was fired by the Central Overland for drunkenness in November 1862. During a drunken spree in Virginia City, Montana, he was lynched by local vigilantes on March 10, 1864. For disturbing the peace. He was buried in Salt Lake City, Utah, on July 20, 1864. In 1953, Mark Stevens starred in the movie Jack Slade. Dorothy Malone co-starred as Virginia Maria Dale and Barton McLean was Jules Binney. Tagline for the movie was "Everyone knew the terror of his blazing iron. Only she knew the fire in his heart." Greg Palmer played Slade in a 1955 episode of the syndicated television series Stories of the Century, starring and narrated by Jim Davis. Paul Newland portrayed Jules Binney and Elaine Riley played Virginia Slade in this episode.